Ian Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I was going to put this behind paywall on my Patreon and absolutely squeeze an extra $24 a month out of the fucking tight-ass listeners, but I'm not here for the money. So here it is, an interview with my mum. So, the listeners of the podcast have probably been waiting about 5 years for this, but I have the number one to Jenny. I've got my mum here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So just before we started, you said, do I need to be funny? Which is pretty much the only funny thing you've ever said in your entire life. Like it was an option for you. Like it was going to be an option.
It's just my quick wit.
Like you can flick the switch. Why don't we start out with you tell us a story about something so the listeners know where I got my storytelling ability.
Well, obviously it's from me.
Mm.
But, okay, when David was, I think he was 17, 18, he managed to, him and his mates steal my car. Steal my car.
That wasn't 17 or 18. That was way younger.
Oh, whatever. Smashed it through a brick wall.
Yeah.
And the owner of the house was a cop.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
I've told that story.
Ripped my car off.
The Mazda 323.
No, it was a 626.
Oh, yeah, it was a 626. Yeah.
And you know what Stupid does after the accident with his 4 mates?
No, there was 2.
Oh, whatever.
Andrew and Jason.
No, there was another guy there.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, okay. Anyway, David's in a bit of shock, I think, because he runs away and then he runs back and turns the engine off. the lights on.
Yeah, I did do that.
You did?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
Yeah. No, actually, what I tried to do...
You did. You ran back to turn the lights off a written off car.
It wasn't completely written off. The problem was...
Well, it never went again.
It was through a brick wall and it was balancing on the brick wall. So I ran back to try and get it off the brick wall and start it again. But, yeah. And then I tried to turn it off.
And that was the beginning of many, 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 many things.
Yeah, there was a lot of things, actually.
That was just... In fact, I don't even think that was a beginning.
No, that wasn't the beginning. The beginning was, I don't know if you remember this, but me, Brett, remember Brett Dixon? I'll beep that out. Matthew, we all pretended to stay at each other's houses. And we got picked up by the police at the service station. We had cigarettes and all that. We were like 12 or something like that.
I heard that one. But...
No, we got dropped back at by the police at our house. And you were there and you didn't really give a fuck. Their parents fucking cared. You didn't really.
I can't remember that, actually.
Yeah, you weren't really...
I might have been drunk.
No, might have been. Might have been. You were either drunk or at the fucking pokies, one of them. Or just got back from the pokies.
No.
So you had bigger issues. Have you ever considered yourself an alcoholic?
No.
That's wild. That's crazy. You've never?
Maybe years ago, maybe.
Maybe years ago. What's changed? No, you went to AA, didn't you?
I went once.
And what happened?
Are you for real?
What?
It's like going to church.
Yeah. You find God.
Yeah.
And then you're absolved of your sins, or you have to accept.
I've already got someone
You're
godly
powerless.
in the family. I don't need to do that again. No.
So no, never.
Not really, no.
That's crazy. Because you haven't stopped drinking for like 30 40 years.
Well, longer actually.
Yeah. Well, like you have to give it to you. You are undeniably yourself. You are like an immovable object.
Yes, but now I'm older. I don't drink as much.
We were I know you were trying to hide it when we
What?
were in Port Macquarie, but you were drinking wine out of your fucking sports bottle.
Yeah, that was one day.
No, that's been every day. Every time you've got that, we think you're drinking Gatorade, but we know it's cask wine. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, can we get off the subject?
It's uncomfortable, isn't it? Yeah, but me and I won't say his name. Me and my brother were angels, weren't we?
No, you weren't.
We were a little bit angels.
Up until the age of 8. After 8, it was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, it has been a nightmare. So for the last 30 years, I've been pretty mean to you, haven't I?
Yes.
I've been very mean. And I didn't realize until I had kids how hard it must have been for you to be a mum, especially a single mum, especially to me and my brother. And it must have been very difficult. And
I'm waiting, David. I'm waiting. There's a punch. There's a colour punch here.
There's no killer punch.
I'm waiting.
No, you're a good mum. You were a good mum. It's me who had the problems.
Oh, so you're admitting it?
That you were a good mum.
Yeah, that you had the problem. You were the problem.
Yeah, in like to a certain extent. I think it was.
See?
I think it was a symbiotic relationship. What I'm saying is, I forgive you for anything that I may have been angry at you about for all those years. I have no ill feelings towards you anymore. I love you, and you're a good mom to both of us. Yeah,
I tried.
You tried, and I hope you forgive me for being so mean to you for all these years, because I don't want you to die, and I don't want there to be like any animosity between us or anything like that. I want there to be forgiveness on both sides.
Look, I forgive you, David. You're my son.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you don't murder someone or anything like that. But
No,
you're a
there's
good.
no
You're.
murder.
I do know you're a good father.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes you could count to 10 before you speak.
No, but we had some tough times.
Yeah, we did.
Like there was some real rough period. Well, probably from when Dad left. Yeah, everything, because I didn't get like any of the discipline, so I was out of control. My brother was out of control. You were out of control as well. You had many a flaw. many a flaw.
Well, I've lived to tell the story.
I don't know if I'd call that living, but
Well,
you're alive somehow.
yeah, but I don't do that now. You know, I'm 64 now, you know.
Yeah, you're 64, but yeah. No, there's
So it's
because
different.
holding that sort of I don't know, holding that sort of anger for that long. I sort of forgave you years ago, but like something deep down hadn't forgiven you for whatever I had perceived you did wrong or whatever.
That's right.
Yes. So I was still mean. I was still mean to you because I hadn't fully forgiven you, but now it's absolute. Now if I'm not going to be mean to you. Now if I'm annoyed at you, it's purely because you're one of the most annoying human beings.
What? Because I
fucking ever to grace Earth. That will be the only reason. Just pure, just your personality grating against mine. That will be the only reason. Okay. So
All sweet, David.
No. It's all sweet my end as well because, yeah, I held some shit for too many years.
But
too
you
many
made
years.
up shit too.
I never made up anything. Do you want me to go through
No.
the list? We don't need to go
No, we
through the
don't need.
list because I didn't make up anything. There were reasons why I was angry at you for so long.
Well, let's not get into those.
Yeah, we don't need to get into those. But everything's cool between us now. There's only love. So when you
So
eventually
you've
die
settled
of
your
alcoholism,
soul now, have you?
it's got nothing to do. I'm going to say it's more for you than it is for me.
For me?
It's for you. Yes.
It's for me.
It's for you.
Isn't it for you?
No. Oh, it's for both of us,
Oh, it's
really.
for both of us.
It's for both of
Okay.
us. But it's for you as well because I don't want
Yeah,
you
okay.
on your deathbed feeling like your son doesn't love you.
I know you love me, you just don't never show it.
Yeah, there was reasons. Anyway.
I get your point, David.
Yeah, anyway. So now it's all settled. If I'm angry, I won't even be angry. If I'm annoyed, it's just because you're you. And and there's nothing you can do about that, nor I. And this is like, I had planned this. I was like, all right, I'm going to finally tell Mum I forgive her and I love her and we can just move on. It's been too many years. And then we just went to dinner and I had to watch you eat for... I had to watch you eat for an hour and I was like, oh my fucking God, how am I going to do this now?
Yeah, but I eat like a normal
No,
person.
you eat like an animal.
I do not.
You eat like an animal. You had the shrimp on the table next to the plate.
It was hot.
And my brother was my brother
It was
was
a hot
like,
shrimp.
what have you got the shrimp on the table for? Just on the bare table. And you're like, it's hot. I'm cooling it down. Like that's what normal people do is just leave it there. And then you picked your broccoli out of your bowl with your hand. And
Yeah, it was hot too.
Anyway, I want extra points for the forgiveness, especially after that.
Oh God.
Anyway,
You're going downhill, David. You're going downhill.
Anyway, Mum, I love you, and I'm sorry for all those years that I was so mean. We went through some hard stuff, and yeah, who knows how many years we got left anyway, so let's make them nice.
Yes, let's make them nice.
Okay, love you, Mum. That'll do.
Love you too.
Love you. Bye-bye.